What this problem is like, I think he wrote it wrong because I think he means you can like modify this. Otherwise, I have no way of. I don't understand how you would get. How you would take two variables otherwise. Yeah, right. Because there's no. Anyway, so let's just go over the first one. So show the C definitions of two 16-bit unsigned variables. What's a 16-bit value in C? A short, right? So how do I declare an unsigned short? Unsigned short. What do I do? What do I want? I want x and y, right? So I would just do x, comma y, right? Does everyone understand that? That makes sense, everyone? Yeah, question.
Did you set the x and y to n1 and n2, or would that technically?
Wait, where? What?
Like it said, base to 16-bit unsigned numbers, so you set. So those are your parameters, or did you set unsigned short x is equal to would that be?
I don't understand what you're asking.
If I wrote unsigned short x equal to first 16-bit unsigned number, would that like could that be right?
Come up here and show me what you're talking about. I have no idea. I don't understand what you're asking.
Like set it equal to a value.
So if I set it equal to like 1, would that be wrong?
No, I mean, could that be right?
Could that be right?
Like it says it takes two bit unsigned numbers.
So the answer to this is definitely that you just need to declare an x or y variable, right? When you say takes, when I say a function that takes two variables, that's what I have a contention with this problem in, because he gives you void swap GT void, right? I think that this is wrong because this should be, you should have to change this in order for you to actually take two variables, right? You have to do swap GT, unsigned short x, unsigned short y. So I wasn't really sure what he was asking on this question, but if he gave you something like this, the correct answer would probably be to cross that out and write this. Okay, so we've proofread his test to try and make sure that there's nothing like this.
Yeah. If the form parameters don't say unsigned or signed, will it still accept if it just says short x?
Yeah. So generally, if it's not asking explicitly, you can kind of do whatever you want with it. Okay. As long as you're handling it properly, treating it as if it's a signed variable or unsigned. Okay. So I think that this is wrong and this is what it should be, but I think he was trying to not give away how to actually declare a variable, right? So this is a function swap GT that takes two unsigned shorts, right? Does everyone agree with me? Right. So now if I want to swap two variables, what do I do? And he says I can use a temporary variable, right? So the easiest way to do this is to declare another variable unsigned short, call it temp, right? And set it equal to x, okay? And then what am I going to do? I'm going to do, I set that equal to x, and then I'm going to do x is equal to y, right? And then y is equal to 10. Done. Right?
You have to do the conditions
Oh, yeah.
when x is
Oh, okay, there. So you want to do an if statement. So if x is greater than y, right? Swap them. Yeah. I'm going to do okay, yeah. Does that make sense?
you declare temp inside or outside of it?
No, not for this case. So you can actually do this. So you can actually do this with the reason he says you can define another variable, right? Because like that seems pretty obvious, is because you can actually swap two variables without ever using another variable. If I do this. So in C, these will actually swap two variables without having an extra variable. Okay. That's the caret is an XOR instruction. I can explain that, but that would be the way you do it without an extra variable. Yeah. Don't worry about it. We're trying to proofread the exam to make sure he doesn't like leave out anything. All right. Questions? All right. Cool. Yeah.
You don't have to use a return statement, right? If it's void.
Yeah. You don't have to use a return statement if it's void. You only have to use a return statement if you are actually going to return something. Generally.